Full committee chairman and members of the subcommittee in this effort. I now recognize Ranking Member Cohen for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. It is a pleasure to be here and as ranking member and to serve with you. You are my friend, and in spite of the fact that in Memphis we put our refuse in the river and send it downstream and it goes to Baton Rouge.
Rodney Davis Jr.
I've never had the opportunity to sit next to a former governor, a present governor, or a future governor, so it's a great honor. That freeze he talked about, if they did it in 1969 or 1972, would have stopped with FedEx. So it would have continued on into aviation and great moments. As we kick off our first aviation subcommittee hearing and continue our efforts to reauthorize the FAA, I welcome this opportunity to discuss the challenges facing general aviation community. As we've heard from our chairman of our subcommittee, and we'll hear from our chairman of our full committee, Mr. Graves, our FAA Reauthorization Bill will be the first ever general aviation title. I look forward to hearing from our witnesses on ways our committee can work with Mr. Graves, the first, on these important issues. General aviation is an important sector of our aviation system, spanning from sport and recreational aviation to medical transport to business travel to aerial firefighting and more. According to the FAA, the United States has the largest and most diverse general aviation community in the world with more than 220,000 active aircraft. Moreover, general aviation supports over 1.2 million jobs and is estimated to generate nearly $250 billion in economic output. It is encouraging that general aviation has become significantly safer over the past 4 decades, with the number of fatal and non-fatal accidents declining since 2000. When we held our hearing on this topic in July of 2022, I appreciated hearing from the National Safety Transportation Board Chief Jennifer Hamady. As she noted, however, the vast majority of the NTSB's aviation investigations involve general aviation accidents, and this is because of the numbers, I guess, and the subsequent new regulations derived from their recommendations continue to contribute to improved aviation safety. Since 2000, the NTSB has issued 294 safety recommendations addressing issues related to non-commercial general aviation operations. Of the 296 recommendations, 231 have been closed, while 26 remain open. As we'll hear today, it's important that we all continue to work together to maintain the positive trend of general aviation and continue to increase safety for all of our general aviation users. I look forward to discussing ways in which we can continue to work together to transition towards an unleaded future. Aviation gasoline, or avgas, remains one of the only transportation fuels in the United States to contain lead, with more than 222,600 registered piston engine aircraft that can operate it on this type of gas. The use of leaded gas continues to remain a significant public health concern. It's been well documented by medical institutions and the CDC and the Control and Prevention Unit that lead exposure in children can lead to increased cognitive performance, decreased cognitive performance. I must have had a little lead around me at some time, and potentially lead to long-term learning and behavioral problems. I certainly did have it. In the 2018 FAA Reauthorization Act, we directed the National Academies of Science to study aviation gasoline and how to transition away from it. In the 2021 report, the National Academies know there's currently no singular certain solution to the aviation lead problem, and therefore a multi-path mitigation approach offers the greatest potential for tangible and sustained progress. I applaud current efforts to research and develop alternative fuels, such as the Eliminate Aviation Gasoline Lead Emissions, or the acronym EAGLE initiative, to recognize it and will take a collaborative effort to move forward to a safe transition towards unleaded fuel. As we'll hear today, there are several issues that need our attention as we work on our next FAA reauthorization bill. I look forward to working with the subcommittee, the full committee, particularly with my friend Gary Graves, and coming together with a bipartisan bill that helps America's flyers and passengers and everybody connected to aviation. I yield back the balance of my time.
Thank you, Mr.